You beautiful people out there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Shira Psychic Medium, and tonight we are live answering your questions all about love, honesty, integrity, and anything that you have questions on, you can ask tonight, because tonight is all about you. I love being able to work with many of you and connect, and Spirit has given me the opportunity to live broadcast into your homes, into your cars, right onto your cell phones to connect with you and let you know that we're here to help me and the spirit world. So thank you all for joining. I see that we have Shelly here. What's up, Shelly? I also see Allison's here, and she's mentioning a few that are also here with her. Hey, Erin, what's up? Oh, Justine, you like my hair? Thank you, girl. Awesome. Hey, Jillian, thanks so much for watching. So tonight we are live. What I'm going to do real quick, give me 2 seconds here. I am going to just make sure this page has been shared. Bear with me 1 second, because you know me and technology. It's a work in progress, shall we say. Thank goodness most of you are better at this than me. So let me just share this away, and I will definitely be saying hi to everybody out there. Now, what I would love you guys to do is share this away with your friends. Share it to your timelines now. Tag your friends. If you believe that they would benefit from a reading tonight, it's all about sharing the love and bringing the connections out there. And there's so many people that could benefit from connecting with their loved ones or just getting pure psychic advice that you guys have questions on. So share away. Share, share, share. And once you've shared, type below that you've shared, so I know and I could acknowledge that you guys have shared the love, and Spirit will be thanking you all. So thank you so much. Hey, Joanne, thank you for joining us. Let me know where you're coming in live from. And I am over here in Long Island, New York, right over here. Hey, Kim, thank you for the smileys, girl. And what's up, Lindsay? Thank you so much for joining. We have a jam-packed evening full of so much information. I feel like Spirit is just waiting to get so much out of my mouth so fast, and at the same time trying to convey information, from a non-spiritual point of view. So I see, hey, Tammy. Oh my goodness, look at that. Let me see who's here. Lynn is joining in from England. Soon you'll be like this, trying to hold your eyes open. I love it. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Kim, for sharing. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you guys have shared this to your pages. Thank you, Kim. I see that you've shared it. Tracy, thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked the page. We had such a great meeting today. It was so great connecting with you all. I love working with gifted women in the professional fields as well. Thank you so much, Susan, for sharing. Mwah, 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 mwah. I see a bunch of you that are joining. Please keep sharing, and we will get started very shortly on psychic information, because I feel like we have a lot of connections tonight that we need to get to. Hey, Dawn, I see you over there as well. Thanks so much. Look at that. And Mary Jo's joining. So let everybody else know, where are you coming in from live across the country and internationally? Let us know. Let's share the love so that we can. Hey, girlie over there, I see that. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Terry. So just want to let you guys know that we will be starting very shortly, but share away, share, share, share. Write it below when you have shared that we are going live with Shira Psychic Medium, answering your questions, because you would be surprised on how many people would love to connect with their loved ones or simply have a need for psychic information that they don't have readily accessible mediums or psychics that they trust in their area. So thank you all so much for joining us. I'm going to message you guys. Hi, Chrissy. Hey, Joanne, thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for sending the love over there. We're going to have a blessed evening tonight. It's, it's all about sharing from the heart. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Erin sharing from Vegas. Let's throw some dice over there, right? Oh, my goodness. I hope everything is getting better over in that neck of the woods. That's for sure. Date night in the house. I love it, Chrissy. When you guys going to have me on there? So what's doing? Hi, Joanne. Thanks so much for loving the hair. Tammy, you're coming out of Kentucky. Love it. Middle of the country. Loving that. Thank you guys for sharing and sending the love. We will be connecting you tonight. I will be giving you messages direct from Spirit, so make sure that you are sharing this away to people who might be of benefit or who might need a connection tonight, because you would actually truly be surprised on how many people are open to connecting with their loved ones or simply just want psychic advice. Jessica says she's been patiently waiting. I love it. Thank you. You probably got so much more patience than me, Jessica, so God bless to that, Shared from Oceanside. Love it, Dee. Thanks so much. Nicole is all about the woohoo. Love it. Okay. And Chrissy, ASAP, you'd love to have me on. I'd love to be on your show. So message me. You can send me some information at info@shirapsychicmedium.com and we can work that out. Hey, Christy. I see Jonathan's here. Audrey and Jonathan are there together. Hi, guys. And looks like, Terry, you've shared it also. So thank you so much. I'm looking that our numbers are increasing, and we've got a lot of people connecting tonight, hoping to get readings and connections. So make sure you're sharing. Tell your friends all about this. Tag your friends, especially if one of your friends has lost somebody recently and is looking to connect, or they simply want to get a universal message of love or healing energy that is coming right to you guys through me, which I love to do healing. So tonight, remind me, we will definitely be sending energy out to you guys to help improve your day-to-day and help, promote balance and well-being within your neck of the woods, within your life, and the people who are around you. So love to be able to share that energy with you all. So if you're interested, make sure to be ready for that. Lisa says she always is interested in what Spirit has to say. Me too. I'm always interested in what they have to say. Okay, awesome, Chrissy. Thank you so much. And look at that. Okay, so Lisa, we've got a lot of people that you're tagging. Thank you so much. Lynn, you're ready. How's the hubby, Lynn? How's the kids? So I'm glad you got the recommendation I just sent you. So if you guys ever need recommendations also on spiritual practitioners in your neck of the woods, you can always reach out to me as well. I can't read everybody, but I know there's qualified people and healers in your area that I'm happy to recommend. Jamie, hey girlie, hey. Coming in from White Plains, right? Now, tonight we're going to talk about a lot of different things, including, what light is, how energy works, integrity, love, and the meeting of the minds, because there's so many different things that Spirit wants us to communicate about, knowing that the content that I'm delivering is accessible through me, but is really, it's the property of myself, because I am channeling this. Yes, Yulin. Just checking in on that one. Make sure you got everything. Now, thank you so much, Jonathan, for sharing. I truly appreciate it. And what I'm going to do tonight is we are going to start talking about, so the spirit world and the concept of light and what that means. Now, many of you will hear people talking about love and light this, love that, right? And they're constantly saying it, but does anybody truly know what that means, right? Does anybody here, if you want to write below, feel free to write what your take on light is and what it means to you. Hi from Alabama. Hey, Jessica. Okay, hey, Colleen. Beautiful. Okay, now, just want to keep you guys aware that when we get to the psychic portion and we start asking questions and I'm answering questions, if you start asking me, ridiculous questions or bogus questions or things that are fictitious, well, you know what? You're going to get the same type of answer right back. So save yourself the headache. Don't waste my time nor your time, because there's plenty of people here who do want solid, beautiful connections and do want solid advice on actual, real questions. So you know what you need to do. Just be honest and have integrity and ask away and give from your heart. So Justine says light feels like hope to her. Linda says love. Tori's coming in from Erie, PA. Hey, Melissa, I see you there also. So to me, when I'm working with light to me, also Terry is saying light to her is to open your hearts. Absolutely, 100%, Terry. Light is what we are all made of. Light is within our cellular bodies, right? Our cells emit a frequency of light. And thank you, Jaj. Mwah! You look fab too. And we all emit light. Now, the amount of light we take in, right, deals with how much spirit information is coming to us. So the amount of energy that is being poured into our cellular bodies will increase the amount of light that we are taking in and then exerting out into the world, right? So there's a back and forth exchange of light energy, which is why it's so important that many of you who are light workers or who are not even sure what you are, but you have a calling or feeling an unfulfilled need and feel like your hearts are just not grasping at what you really feel you should be doing in life. Well, the first step is you all should be getting involved in healing work. You all should be learning about energy work and how healing works. And it's really, really important. Light is positive energy and spirit, and we're all made of light. Absolutely. Now, the reason why we want to, hey, Jackie, the reason why we all want to connect to light and with light and embrace the light within us is to increase our capacity to accept light, thus providing healing to others and to ourselves that we come in contact with, right? So it's both ways. It's for ourselves and it's for others that we encounter on a day-to-day basis. Now, when you are working with healing energy, what happens is light will emit through you, through your hands, through your paws, through your eyes, through your ears, through your mouth, basically throughout all of you. And you will increase the vibration of the people around you. Now, doing that is you'll notice a shift in their temperament. Now, this is something that is beautiful, okay? Because have you been around colleagues or people in your life who are just miserable? You know what I'm talking about. Joanne says light is our love and our strength. Absolutely. And that's what you need more of when you're dealing with miserable people. You need a bunch more of light. Now, the natural instinct in many people, including myself, listen, I'll be straight out and say this, is that if something bad happens, our mind immediately goes to attack mode, right? We are just programmed almost like animals or predators, and our mind just goes into that mode. But we have to remember that we are children of God or children of source energy. And as a result of that, we always need to connect to the light and reestablish bringing light in, because light is what changes dynamics, and light is what changes the frequency of the situations and the people that you're dealing with. So how do you actually do this? Like, practically speaking, how do you apply this simple lesson to your life so that you have better outcomes and that people around you have a more positive existence, right? Very simply, you envision them surrounded in light. You literally picture light, bright white light pouring into their head, surrounding them in a bubble, right? Because if you start envisioning people in light, especially the ones that are driving you the most crazy, the ones that you have pure disdain for, instead of going to the old famous, karma is a bee, right? Why not bring in light? Because karma is a bee is going to bring you back karma, right? So you're going to be doing this pattern back and forth, this dance of ebb and flow, when really it could have simply been just a straight shoot straight away, right? Just by sending light. And if enough people send light to the situation or the person, there is the opportunity to change that element. Susan says, amen. Amen, Susan. Absolutely. So for those of you that have experienced this, hi, Vanessa. For those of you that have experienced this, I would love to know what it's been like for you. But for me, I can tell you firsthand, when there are people that are bothering me or situations that are bothering me, I first send light. And as I send light, things shift very, very quickly. They suddenly become busy and not involved in my life. And I suddenly become very busy and not involved in caring what they think of my life, right? These things can happen to you as well by sending and calling in source energy or God's light, however you want to do it. Some people will say go to prayer. Absolutely. It's all about a faith-based system, and you're bringing in light around you. Nicole says that she believes this, and surround them with light even if there is none there. You're giving them light. I totally get where you're going from, but yes, Penny, I am definitely doing readings tonight. Don't worry. We will get there. Don't you worry. Now, so the truth is light is everywhere, and everybody has light. And even in the darkest environments, there is always a spark of light that can be ignited. And if you get to be that ignition, right, you get to light up the space, wow, it's going to be so much better for you and everybody else that comes into contact with that person or circumstance. So that's why I encourage you all to learn healing modalities and work with energy, right? At least even get yourself to a level 1 in Reiki, or go into IET or reconnective healing, or any other type of energy work that is purely of the light. So yeah, totally. You definitely, I'm with you. We all need that. So I will get to the questions, but if you start asking the questions right now, I'm not going to see them. Okay. So I totally get it. Amy, I would love to do a reading for you also, but bear with me here. We have to get a few things before we head on there. Make sure you mention that you're sharing this to me, and I will be looking for you as to who I am connecting with. Now, with light work, right, the goal is simply to increase the energy on the planet. And as a result of that, as the more light you bring in, the better outcomes for everyone involved, okay? Including those that are less than pleasant, right? They even start getting better outcomes because their frequency has shifted as well. So, you know, it's just important. Now, Zaj, what do you have to say? And you don't just have to sit there and hold in a kind of stagnant light. Have the light, move it, and be an exciting light. You can influence the quality of your light and use the light to feel the shift within yourself and then bring that light to others. I love that. Use that light. I'm energizing you right now, Zaj. I love it. So for those of you that are trying to understand where Zaj is going with this, she's simply saying use the light, move with it, dance with it, play with the energy, and embrace it and share it to those in need, because that is most important. And you know, what I found is that people don't realize that when people are ill, right? When you have loved ones or friends or strangers that are suffering, they are most in need of the light. So please make sure to share the light to them. Now, if you're sick, right, like you have a cold, does that mean you can't share light? Well, not really, because it's not truly just your light. You're sharing universal energy through you to them. If you're not feeling up to it, that's another story. But if you are feeling well enough to share light, bring the light through you and envision them glowing. I like to envision myself glowing first, and I'll bring my energy outwards in order to bring more light to everybody who I'm around. And then I'll start sending it. And you guys can do the same thing. So definitely, Carla, shine the light upon the world. I am totally with you. So hi, Diane, you're watching. Hi, friends. I'm glad everybody's watching tonight. So we are going to be getting to the readings, but I did want to go over some basics with you all. Remember, the questions you ask, especially, don't ask me BS questions. The answers you will get will be exactly what you ask. So be ethical with your questions. It's really important that you do that. Otherwise, you're wasting everybody's time. Now, also, tonight, Spirit wanted to talk about integrity, and integrity is everything. There are many of you who are watching who are light workers or are people who are looking to just kind of delve into their intuition. How many people on here, okay, I'm sorry, your light's feeling dulled, Christina. Let's boost you up. All the light workers out there, start sending it to Christina. Now, how many of you out there are intuitive? I bet I've got a bunch of you on here who are watching right now who can flat out say, hands up, yes, I'm intuitive. I know things in advance, and I just want to be able to use my gifts. I bet there's a lot of you out there. Type away if you are some of those people. Type away. You're an intuitive person. It doesn't mean you're doing it professionally. It just means that, hey, you might be getting, premonition dreams. You might be doing astral traveling. You might have lucid dreams. You might know something in advance, but don't really want to believe it until it actually happens, right? Some of you may see colors around people. Other people might see energy around people. I see a bunch of you saying, yes, I am, totally. I'm getting all you guys, absolutely. You may think you're intuitive. I love it, Stephanie. Heck yes, totally. There are so many people who are waking up at this time simply due to the shift, the planetary shift that has gone on energetically. And as a result of this, many people are waking up who didn't even realize that they had intuition prior. Everybody's got a little bit of it. All of a sudden, we've got this flourishing amount where people are growing and expanding. So for those of you where your gifts are waking up, it is integral that when you are using your gifts, you do so with the highest amount of integrity and always work with a code of ethics, and know that the information you're receiving should only be of the light. And if you are receiving something that feels different or is making you questioning what you're receiving, then hold off on giving it out, because you have a responsibility to make sure that you are giving the most light-filled information and that it is truthful and ethical. And your opinion cannot be in your readings, guys. It's really important. And you will find, for those of you that are busy or those of you that are not busy, right, there is a difference. The reason why those are busy is because their subconscious mind has been pushed out and spirit just comes in. Those who are clear channels, very, very clear, keep their logical mind out. It's out of the equation, and that's why the details and the level of information is so accurate. So that's why I'm encouraging you, all of you who are developing, to make sure, I love this, Nicole. Always, you never want to do a spiritual smackdown. Got it. Love that. Okay. And sometimes Janet's saying she thinks you are. Absolutely. You know, it's important to just remember that spirit is everywhere. And I love to always joke around about this because they really are. Guys, they are everywhere. Okay. You go to the bathroom, they're in the bathroom with you. You're making out with your husband, right? Your girlfriends, whatever, your boyfriends. You have eyes watching you. There's always somebody watching. Nowadays, people worry so much about Big Brother. Well, spirit is always watching you. So less about Big Brother. Think about all the spirits that are actually with you. You know, I love this, Jessica. You said, I feel when I walk into a room, you feel people's energy and know them before they speak, meaning the type of person. Absolutely. That's the empathy. That's the clairsentience, where you can feel energy before it happens. You know, it's so important to develop the ability to feel, right? I always say, you know, I'm psychic, what's your superpower, right? And you can apply that to all the clairs. You can apply that across the board. You know, it's really, really important that when you're connecting, you use the highest amount of integrity. And if you don't know something, it's okay. That's it. Don't give them an answer. It's that simple. If you don't know it, say you don't know. It's that simple, right? Truth to that, absolutely. Okay, and Casey's saying that she sees butterflies everywhere now that you told her that it was my grandma. Oh, I love that, Casey. So now you're able to identify your grandma's energy around you. Carla is saying everywhere. Yes, everybody is agreeing. This is a fantastic. It's so important to acknowledge the light and integrity and working with ethics when you are doing this type of work, because we have the past that gave people those crappy names. This is the future. This is the days of the modern medium where we are a different cup of tea. If you know what I'm saying here, I have my tea here. We are a different cup of tea. We are the psychics and the mediums of the future that give honest, integrity-full answers. That was not even a word. Give answers that are full of integrity. And it's so important to know that you need to be one of those people also if you're feeling your intuition come in, okay? And be brave, guys. Always be brave when you get your information, because when you're not, you may actually regret not saying something that could have been life-changing in a positive direction, and you could have prevented harm. So it's important to make sure to know where your information is coming from and that you are connecting with light. I love this. Nicole, your superpower is sending immense love to all, even the unlovable. I love that. See, you know what? Those unlovable ones become lovable momentarily just because of Nicole's light. I absolutely love that. And Stephanie says, and with love. So, and that leads us all into love. And that's the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. You know, Jaj, I love you too. Samantha, there we go. Yep. Here, yes, here we are. We're always going back to love, because at the end of the day, light is love. It's that simple, guys. It is truly that simple. Light and love coexist. You can't have one without the other. It is a symbiotic relationship. They are intertwined within one another, and it is so crucial and integral to know that you can't have the light without the love. They are all ingrained within one another. Now, many of you who are out there who are developing yourselves and your intuition, I want to warn you, okay, when you're working with mediumship, it is taxing on the endocrine system, okay? Spirit has specifically told me that it specifically taxes our endocrine system, our hormone levels. It affects there and the delivery systems, because it's delivering messages and signals to target areas to make our body respond to different things that we're getting in terms of feel and knowing and information, right? So there is a physical activity that's occurring within us from the spiritual world as our mind is expanding, as we're embracing spirit and allowing them to come closer into our auric field. So it's very, very important to remember that this type of work does take type of physical stress on the body. So it's only designed for those who truly feel called to work with it, because it can be very, very taxing. You know, I've listened to a bunch of people say, well, why do mediums charge one thing or another? Oh my God, Jaj, please. I know she's impossible. Okay, yes, I have definitely gained weight after mediumship, because I always want to ground. And what is grounding to me? Eating cheeseburgers. Yikes. Okay, I never wanted to eat cheeseburgers in my life. And since I started mediumship, I'm always looking to eat a cheeseburger. Fabulous, right? Awful, but it is what it is, right? So isn't that the truth? Yep, totally. So what I will tell you is it's important to know, Carla says, yes, it does. Absolutely. Those of you feel the pain, the struggle is real, right? So much for positive thinking, but there is truth to it. Now, when spirit is, oh, thank you so much. Nicole's laughing her ass off over here. And Tina, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Jillian, I love you. Also, thank you so much. So now, I do just want to connect to you guys and talk to you a little bit more. Dawn Marie is saying totally need to spread the word. Where did she just go? Spread the word, spread the light. Absolutely. Trust and embrace the gifts so we can heal the masses. Absolutely. And that's where all of you light workers come in, and you have to trust. So Jillian, I love that your hubby is next to you and goes, babe, I want cheeseburgers. All right, Chris. Nice going, Chris. I love her. Get her a well done one. So everything's great over here, Stephanie. Thank you so much for asking. But tonight is all about you guys. It's all about spirit and connecting. Now, also, spirit wanted me to talk to you before we get into our readings a little bit about the other side and the meeting of the minds. Okay, this is so important to remember. Okay, so important, because when we are working with the spirit world, so for those of you that are intuitive and you're mediums yourself, or you're developing mediums, right? Or you just simply have an interest in wondering how this actually happens, right? Hi, guys. So if you guys just simply have an interest, that's fantastic, okay? It's really important to just be aware. There is an actual meeting of the minds that occurs with the spirit world when they're working with your medium. So rule of basically the rule, let's call it the rule, right? The rule. When you are working with a medium, don't sit there and be a bee. Okay, that's rule number one. Everybody got that, right? Okay, and I say that with love because I have been on both sides of the tables, right? Both the receiving and the giving end of it. If you are difficult with your medium, okay, let me give you an example of difficult. No. 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 Yeah. Okay. If you are like that, right, and you are purposely being skeptical, you are purposely being difficult and obstinate, right? I know, chills, right, Jonathan? Right? If you are purposely like that, do you know what you're gonna get from the medium and the spirit world? Do you guys realize what you're gonna get? You're gonna get crap, okay? And I mean that sincerely, okay? Because what you're doing, okay, Ria's putting it out there, right? Where is it? I just missed you, sorry girl. What you're doing is you're actually blocking yourself. It has nothing to do with the medium. You have actually sabotaged your reading. So bravo, you spent money to sabotage your reading when your loved ones on the other side wanted so desperately to connect with you, right? That's it. They wanted so much to connect with you and you decided to be difficult, right? Everybody getting that? Everybody get that? Totally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important to realize that you as the sitter, okay, have totally affected your reading. We work in multiple places at one time when we're doing readings, and the readings work both energetically between spirit, the sitter, which would be those who are in recipient of the reading, and the medium themselves, right? And it's important to know, right, that they should not have to be challenged, right? Your loved ones, because your loved ones want to connect, guys. They want to connect to you. Don't you think they want to give you beautiful messages? Don't you think they want to show you that they're in fact around you and give you proof of their continued life after they have transitioned from the physical world to show you that their consciousness, their soul has evolved on the other side? Don't you think they want to open you up to the expansive world that there is on the other side as well, right? Absolutely. And, you know, it's so important that you don't sabotage your sitting, okay? So here's ways that you sabotage your sitting. Let's just be honest. One, you're difficult, right? Because you're a difficult person. Not because of fear, not because somebody told you something, just because simply you're difficult, right? Okay? Don't be difficult with your reader. Your reader is a light worker. Your reader wants to help you connect to the other side so that you get the closure that you need, so that you can embrace and move forward in your life. Okay? I love it, Fran. That would be your husband. Totally. I get you. Okay? We've all experienced it, and we all don't know that. I know. Melissa, I know that. Zhaj, awesome hashtag. That should totally be my hashtag on my next post. Don't be a bee. Okay? Totally love it. Now, the key is if you are fear-based, so you're going into a reading and you're fearful, like what's going to happen, right? Well, think about it. What's really going to happen? Is my head going to start spinning? No. Okay, what's going to happen is there's going to be a merge of the minds, and your medium or your sitter, we are all going to merge, our energies are going to blend together, and the spirit world is going to blend, right? And as we do so, as there is collective energy, there's power amongst the sitter, the medium, and the spirit worlds, and everybody is excited. Everybody wants to connect. You are going to get the most beautiful type of information, okay? It's just amazing the type of information that will come through, okay? Now, if you're difficult, it's gonna be spotty, it's gonna be slow, and you know what? You might even be told by your medium that they can't read you, right? And now think about that. You just were waiting to connect with your loved ones, but you were so darn difficult, right? Think about that, because think about it from the other side. Be the devil's advocate. Think about your loved ones who are trying so hard to connect to you through another medium, through another form, another type of energy form they have to embrace and come through, right? It's a lot of matching that has to go on. Hi, Wendy. So it's so important to just be open and allowing. Now, that does not mean that you can't say that this person is good, this person is not good. But at the end of the day, if you are allowing, you give your loved ones and your medium the best opportunity for them all to do their best for you, okay? For you. Because that's what light work is all about. It's all about bringing in the energy of the spirit world who wants to show you how much they adore you, how much they love you, what they've achieved, what they've seen of your world, and they want to connect. Don't be the obstacle in the connection, okay? And, you know, it is what it is. Just keep your mind open to the possibilities that there's more to the world, there's more to life than what you might actually realize. Because at the end of the day, do you know everything? Do I know everything? Certainly not, right? There is so much more out there that we are unaware of. And if you are open to the fact that there is more, right? There's more. Remember at one point in time, somebody believed the earth was flat. Then they discovered it was round. Then they only believed there was so many planets in the solar system. Now they found existential amounts of exoplanets, right? There's growth, there's continued growth. And with continued knowledge and intelligence, right, you will open yourself up to the possibilities and the knowingness, and they're more than what is. So I think it's so important for you guys just to realize that you have a part in your reading and you can make or break it. So just know you are actively involved in your readings. I love this, Cheryl. What'd you just say here? And sometimes our loved ones think they are comedians in messages. Listen, I am so with you. They make me do things that I am just like, I can't even believe I'm doing this. I did a demonstration for 15 minutes and I sat there flapping my arms as a freaking bird because a bird was communicating through. I'm like, literally, I would never, thinking back 15 years ago, think that I would be put in the position to be communicating as a parrot and flapping my arms, which was its wings, right? I know, Zaz, you like that. Exoplanets, right? Who knew there was a brain in there? Truth. So let's go on to reading. So it's that time, guys, my favorite time. So let's connect and get into the reading portion. So start typing your questions, repeat typing them if you need to. I can only see like 2 or 3 words or 2 or 3 questions at a time. So I'm just going to be drawn in as to who I feel connected to. Okay. And it does not mean if I don't get to you, I don't have a personal vendetta against you. Not in the least. I am simply being drawn to where spirit is taking my eyes, and I can only see so many things at one time. Becky, like that, right? Absolutely, because you can't imagine the things I've heard. So, absolutely. Well, let's focus. Okay, Ellen, let's start with you. I see your comment. You feel like you are stuck professionally. You are in a holding period, Ellen. You need to embrace the time right now to spend with family, okay? You are actually going to be feeling an increase in your earning and revenue at the end of January, okay? There is going to be a transitional state between your jobs where you're going to be seeking to start a new project or a new venture with a collaborator or a partner, and that comes in circa March, April, okay, and then moves into June. So there's a lot on the horizon for you, but just so you know, right now is a bit of a holding period, and that's why you feel kind of stuck, okay? Now let's look at the next one that I'm pulled into. Don't forget, repeat your questions, guys, because I can only see a few at a time, okay? I tell you, it's so limiting on here, okay? Let me look here. Let's see. Joanne, let's look at this. Will you have another child within the year? You know, I'm not picking that up right now. I'd say enjoy the children that you do have, but I would say I'm not getting that at this moment, but things can change, absolutely. Okay, what name do you feel around you? Thomas, Lori, I feel the name Thomas, actually. Melanie, will you get pregnant naturally soon? Well, I'm going to caution you with that because I feel like you might, but you actually might want to consider holding off right now. There's some other things on the horizon career-wise that are approaching for you. So it's going to be one of those things where you're going to need to choose the direction you feel like going into, okay? Marilyn, how does 2018 look for you? Splendid with a curveball, okay? So let's just focus in on that, Marilyn. It looks like through June, everything's moving smoothly, going quickly. Okay, but then it looks like in September there's a small setback, and it does feel neck and shoulder related, and I feel tension over in this area. So that's where it looks like it shifts a little bit, but then back to good again, okay? Carla, let me just see what your question was. Can you tune into level of your mediumship and tell you, wait, what does it say? And tell me how you feel I'm doing on my path to help others. Okay, Carla, let me just focus here. Carla, you're a person of the light. It's important that you keep embracing the light and bringing in or calling in the light even more so. Your mediumship is going to take a step up at the end of 2019. Until then, there's going to be more of the same where you kind of feel like you're in an in-between state. But in 2019, circa June is when you actually start to feel a tremendous amount of growth in your mediumship. Right now, it's about developing your signs and symbols and having consistency in your messages because you're getting similar types of clients. And as a result, they're looking to shift it for you, but they're going to keep changing the type of clients you see until you're able to finesse it more. Okay, so let me just see here. Wondering about your financial situation, Janet. Okay. Right now, it's more the same. I do see a shift going a little bit this way in August. Okay, so you have plenty of months in advance to plan and save. Okay, but there's a bit of a shift at that point. Please start putting money aside so you don't feel the shift, okay? Let's see. Joe, I can't get you guys so fast. Hold on a second. Ori, I feel someone around me. Is it who I think it is? It's a male. I don't think it's who you think it is, though, but it is, in fact, a male. He has darker hair, short, dark hair, a little bit of a curl to the tips of it. He did at one point carry a mustache as well. I know that he had a bit of a swagger to him, and I know that he would have enjoyed a good cigar, okay, and a glass of Hennessy all at the same time. He does feel like an older gentleman, but I don't think it's who you're thinking of. Heidi, I can't diagnose anything. I'm sorry about that. But in terms of medical, I would say I would ask your doctor about autoimmune that would contribute to the feeling of similarities of arthritis. Okay. Now, Margaret, love for you soon, an ex or new? New. I'm actually feeling new for you, Margaret. Okay. Dina, let me just see your question over here. Is there a big change coming for you? That's a twofold answer, Dina, because I got first, yes, very big, and then I heard no. So for me, it's you're at a crossroads, okay? You're going in both places. So it feels like, yes, you can make the change, but I'm concerned that you might hold yourself back. So be open to the change if that's what you in fact want. Jillian, checking in on my grandfather's health, and Chris and I are wondering about the baby in the near future. Okay, so let's focus on that. Jillian, I'm going to need your grandpa's first name to focus on him on that. So if you could retype that. And then wondering about the baby in the near future. Yeah, there's a baby soul coming in, but think about 2018 as the time for inception, okay? Absolutely. My pleasure, Heidi. Thank you, too. Mwah. Thank you for letting me channel for you. Now, let's see. Becky, do you have anyone in spirit with you? An older female. She is a grandmother-like energy to me, which means that she did have grandchildren. She had 2, in fact. Okay, she comes in with long, dark brown hair, although that would have been her natural color. She did age and become gray. Her hair looks like a little bit more poofy style, you know, like you would not sleeked like mine right now, and not truly like big waves, just a bit more poofy. Okay, and she would have had heart attack issue, but nobody would have diagnosed it correctly at the time. That's in fact the person that's around you. Okay, let me keep going. Hold on a second. Marianne, will your family ever mend? Yes. Yes, they will. Yes, they absolutely will. There's going to be a minor setback first that hasn't already occurred. And then in January, we start to see a bit of an improvement. Around the 15th of March, there's another change that's shifting in the right direction, or a positive improvement. So keep the faith, okay? Patty, you want to know if your daughter gets a job offer? Absolutely. I just heard absolutely, okay? 2, as a matter of fact. She's going to have her choice, okay? Let me see here. Stephanie, how does Cornell University look for your son? Doable, but I don't feel he's going to choose that. Okay, I don't feel like that's where he's going to end up. Okay, but it is doable. Mary Jo, what is your relationship going to be with Paul? I'm not getting much on that, Mary Jo. I'm sorry about that. I'm just really not getting much on that. Okay. And that's an example where if you're not getting much, you don't give it, right? Let's see. Let me see who else I'm connecting to. So guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Let me just pull into spirit directly. Okay. And let me see who's here, and if you can connect, feel free to claim her. Okay. Or claim him. Okay. But let's just see here a second. I know I have a female energy that I want to connect with first as I'm blending with her. Okay, I do feel that she had an issue over here on this side of her face. Okay, I do feel some type of impact that affects her right here on this side of the face. This is the right side of the face. Okay, as I go into her a little bit more, I feel like her face was actually hit by an automobile. There's impact by an automobile, and I actually feel like I'm being dragged. Okay, this woman, younger female, actually, not woman, younger female. Okay, teen years, almost 20, not quite there, 18-ish. I feel like my face is being dragged by this person. Okay, and I feel like I'm being dragged by I feel like pickup truck. I feel like I'm being pulled by like a pickup truck or something like that. Okay, and I feel like she was dragged. I know that she's completely well on the other side. I know that this would have occurred rather recently, actually. Okay, and I do feel that the person who did this hasn't actually been caught yet. They're almost there, but they haven't been completely caught or haven't completely confessed yet. Okay, and I do feel that the vehicle is actually in a residential area, okay? And let's just see here a second. I feel like, you know, that vehicle that would have been associated with her being pulled, okay, and being dragged, because I'm seeing back being dragged and face being pulled against. I feel like that vehicle would be in a freestanding garage or freestanding building that has small windows across the top, but from the outset we wouldn't notice it. It looks like it's set back a bit, okay, and there's some sort of connection to Beth Page, okay, and there's a connection to Grant or Grand. Okay, so I don't know how that all pieces together. I don't know if you guys can take that, but I am being drawn to this younger female, feels like a teenager, connecting in. I know that she's at peace. I know that she's well. I know that this was an unexpected transition, okay? And I know she didn't suffer. I know, contrary to what people might be perceiving, I know that she that she wants to let people know that she did not suffer, that she transitioned quick, okay? So just, I don't know who she belongs to, but if you're watching, okay, please know that she is trying to communicate that she is on the other side, that she's embraced by love, that she didn't suffer from pain, and it's truly important that whoever is watching knows that, okay? And that she'll be with you always, okay? I miss you too, Alex. How's my favorite vet? Hope all is well with you. Mwah. How's Bree? So, Jessica, Thomas was your father's name. Will you get pregnant? Yes, there is a yes on that, Jess. Absolutely. Okay. Let me see what else this comes in. Wait a second. Penny, this happened a few days ago to a young girl in your town? The girl from Levittown. Okay. Well, either way, I just know that it'll be figured out next week, guys. It'll be figured out next week. So I'm sure there will be closure for those involved, okay? Especially for the family that I'm sure is, you know, going through tragedy and pain and suffering right now. So let's just give them space, shall we? Okay. And now, Helen, what are you saying here? Helen, Tarjit gave me the name Vishnu last night, which I believe it is a god in their religion. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's see what other questions I have coming in right now. Melissa, she worked in a dental office. You guys are just filled with a chock full of information here, guys. Okay, well, let's see this. Liz, pennies, feathers, lights flicker. Could that be your parents? What does the color purple mean? What does 2018 have in store for you? All right, Liz, let's go for this. So, pennies, feathers, lights, flickering. Okay, all of those are aborts. Those are ways that spirit uses. They use simple little things like a crystal, like feathers, like pennies, okay, to show you they're around you. So they use a process called telekinesis, where they are able to use their mental ability to move objects and bring them to you, which is why many of you will call on Saint Anthony when you have lost something, because Saint Anthony will return it using the process of telekinesis. Your families can do this also. So it's important to know what's really going on. Lights flickering, absolutely, that's definitely spirits, okay, as long as you don't have an electrical problem, like let's narrow it down, all right? And know that it's just their way of trying to communicate with you and show you they're around, because they can manipulate energy because they consist of energy, as do we. The color purple, what does it stand for? For me, I see it as spirit. Okay, when I'm looking at somebody and I see spirit around them, they will demonstrate a lot of times in purple. If they, in fact, are glowing purple, they are a deeply evolved spiritual being. They may or may not know it yet, but they have tremendous wisdom behind them. They might not have opened up fully to it yet, but it is there. Okay, 2018 looks like a series of start and stops with you. Okay, where it's like you get gung-ho about a new project and then you decide to take a back burner on it. And then we get excited again and then we take a back burner. And it's all about finding out what works for you, okay, and being patient with yourself and just kind of testing out the waters in all different fields and different areas. All right, Liz? So let me see what else we have here. 2018, let me look. Paul, any news about selling your house? It's going to take a little longer than you're anticipating, okay? But start visualizing the new space so you can move the old space out, okay? Make sure you tell your wife to start doing that also, okay? And look in a new area, right? Let's see what else comes through. Hi, guys. June, we need to do a party. Am I free in January? If it's a weeknight, there's a possibility. Otherwise, I'm into February and March for a weekend, June. So definitely, if you want to connect, you know how to hit me up. Call me or email. You guys can email info@shirapsychicmedium.com or go on my website, okay? Any future job info for you, June? Yeah, as a matter of fact, June, there does feel like there's a change in April for you, okay? So just be open to it. It's towards the end of the month. You hear about it, though, in early February, but act on it towards the end of February into March, and then you hear about it later, okay? Now, let me see what else I have right now. I know also, just so guys, I have another spirit that I'm pulling into right now, so just bear with me. The name Robert keeps coming to my attention. I do feel like as I go into his energy, the first thing that's being conveyed is a sense of, I'm sorry, actually. I feel like my chest comes down. I feel like I have to let all the stress come off of me. This is an older gentleman. He does have a receding hairline. It is pulled back quite a bit. He has hair along over here and at the base over here, but the majority of his head, he was bald. He was an angry man. He's telling me that he would have been more grumpy. He would have been very snappy with the people, especially his wife and his child. Okay, so know that he knows that he was very snappy and he wants to apologize on behalf of his inappropriate actions when he was here in the physical. He had swelling in his lungs prior to transition. There is fluid built up there. And I also noticed that he had problems with his feet as well. And from time to time throughout his life, he suffered from GERD. Okay, so he is a man that had several different small medical issues throughout his life. He was generally more cranky, unfortunately, and didn't get to appreciate the goodness of people because he didn't give himself the opportunity to feel love and to know love. So if this gentleman is for you, please know that he is in fact conveying his sorrow to you, okay? And he just wants to say he's sorry, okay? Now, let me keep going over here. Liz, you said, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Let's see over here. Let me keep going here. I know I'm seeing a few guys, but I'm missing a bunch. So let's see here. Rain, I saw something about love. Let me just address that. I didn't post your name because I can't find your comment, but I did see it pop up. Let me focus on that for a second. January looks like a plentiful month of opportunities for you to date, and date some more. You're going to choose, though, okay, whether or not you want to do that. And then moving into March, and then subsequently June, you become more solidified in a relationship, but I feel like you have to allow yourself to experience love again, okay? So just know that it's out there for you, but this time, you know, moving forward, just know that you're worth it and you're allowed to experience it. And that's what's really important, okay? Because you deserve to have the wonderful things in life again, and it's coming to you. Just allow it to come in, okay? Let's see. Jamie, does anyone watch over your sons? Immediately, I got the impression of a grandfather and a great-grandfather, but they're on opposing sides. One's maternal, one's paternal, okay? One was more of a handyman type of person where he would be very good, or Mr. Fix-It, okay? Very good at working with his hands, and the family would have known him for that. Very dexterous, okay? And he would have had more of a blue-collar type of job. He is, in fact, working over. Okay, let's just see here. Okay, Christina, light is dull. Lots going on. Any words of guidance or focus from dad or uncle or aunt, school 2018. So let's just focus on you, Christina, for a second. I'm going to send you some energy as I'm talking. And as I'm sending you energy, it's going to go to the group collectively also. So if you guys just want to keep your hands open in a receiving position like this or like this, okay? You can close your eyes if you want to. I'm going to start sending healing energy to the group as I'm focusing in here to help Christina and help those who are watching this get a little bit of boost of energy and light to lift yourselves up. Okay, so in terms of school, let's get focused more, okay? Because there looks like there's a bit of a lack of focus right now, okay? And not sure which way you want to go is the feeling that I'm getting. You're kind of undecided right now. And there needs to be a change. You're going to choose that circa April, but it'll be implemented for the fall, okay? And keep in mind that you need to be patient with yourself, okay? That any delay or any stop is actually safety measures of keeping you on track and preventing you from harm. So feeling angst is simply just your soul's way of saying, hey, you're looking to evolve, all right? And allow yourself to embrace and feel the energy. Now, keep your hands up. For those of you that can feel the energy as I'm sending it, I'm going to start sending it even stronger now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start sending more energy to you guys. I'd love to know when you start feeling it. So if you guys can, simply close your eyes, relax. I'm going to build the energy really quickly for us. And I'd love to know when you start feeling the heat, the tingles, chills, seeing any colors. Just message below when you're starting to get it, okay? So that I know, in fact, you're getting the energy that I am, in fact, sending out to you guys to embrace you and lift you up and help establish and maintain balance or reestablish balance in your life. Joanne, you're getting it now. Excellent. I will go back to your questions in a minute, but I do want to send energy to the group because apparently you all need it, okay? So who doesn't mind taking a little bit of a break for a healing blessing, okay? Nicole, you're saying warmth. Jonathan is saying now. Beautiful. Your palms are warm, Barbara. Excellent. Keep it going, guys. Let me know when you're feeling it. Jessica, you instantly feel heat. Beautiful. Joanne, you're seeing a beautiful angel. I love that. Laura is saying yes. Jaj is saying yes. Great. Let me build some more. And this is simply we're letting light come into us to expand us, help establish balance within oneself. It's something that, it's something that it can be promoted. Okay, tingling, pulsing, sweating, got the color blue, beautiful, tingling. Wow, thank you. You're feeling it, amazing. You're moving from your toes upwards. Your hands are tingling. I love that. Tingles, tingles. Erin, allow yourself to feel the energy. Just simply relax and you'll feel it, okay? Margaret's got it strong. Hi, Sage. I'm going to get to those psychic questions in a minute, but I do feel like you guys need a little bit more energy, okay? Heat in your hands. Laura, yes, you're starting to feel it. Excellent. It's all to help you guys to bring more light in, and many people start to wake up to their intuition when there's an infusion of more light into their cells. So your hubby saw purple. I love that. We'll keep it going. Excellent. There's a lot of love coming in from DC. Okay, beautiful. Now you're getting ringing in your ears, Terry. All right, they're lifting you up. Sylvia's getting tingles. Okay. Tammy, you're holding a ball. Beautiful. Susan, yes. Face is warm. Everything else is cold, Nicole. For those of you that are looking to build the energy, simply place your hands into a circle format like this and imagine a ball of beautiful white light glowing between your hands, right? Simply feel it and kind of play with the energy, almost like it's a rubber band. Simply play with that energy, right? Heat's overcoming your body. Absolutely. Play with the energy so we have a collective group of light that everybody is working with at one time. Kathy, your eyes are closed and you saw a purple door. Beautiful. As soon as you started the healing, I heard 3 random knocks. I love that. Well, that's spirit knocking. Absolutely. You're feeling heat in your hands. And Cassie, where are you? I'd love to send more energy to that area where you're saying you're needing more heat. Okay, keep it going. You're feeling warmth. Beautiful. Kayla, your hands and your feet are feeling cold. That's totally natural too. Some people will feel cold. Some people will feel hot. Some people will feel tingling. Alrighty, so this energy will continue onwards through you guys, and anytime you watch this feed, you will start to, Texas definitely needs more light and love. Absolutely, Cassie, 100%. Everybody guys, focus your energy on Texas. Send those beautiful people over there some beautiful energy to help lift them up, right? Joanne, you've got a blue ball in your hands. What kinds of blue balls, Joanne? Sorry, just had to. Sorry about that, guys. But Joanne knows my humor. All right, so that is, you're feeling it in your head. Beautiful, Carla. That should help open you up a little bit more and increase your mediumship for you as well. Absolutely. So I'm going to stop sending the energy, but just know that you guys can play with the energy anytime you guys want and have some fun with it. So 2018, you guys want to know what's ahead? Let me focus on it here for a second. I didn't plan on doing anything with this, so we'll see where it goes. Let's see here a second. 2018. There's a big shift in March that comes in. A big shift in March, okay, where many people will be affected by the shift. There'll be a lot of people that will be changing job responsibilities as a result of this. Many people will be stepping up in March to step up to their highest good. I'm purposely being vague intentionally, but I will tell you there is going to be a shift in March where many people have to feel called to step up, and that is important, okay? There is another transition in June where we'll see a shift universally, especially the US. We will feel a shift, okay, as to what's going on universally within us, within our planet, okay? Lots of chills, Anne-Marie, right? Absolutely, okay? And it's important to know that as these shift takes place, that we need to continually send light and promote well-being and goodness. You know, it's so important, especially, you know, there's so much going on in politics right now, and I am the least to be involved in it. I like to know as little as possible when it comes to that. But I will tell you that as a U.S. citizen, right, and for those of us that are watching from the U.S., right, we have to seriously just promote love and light. That's what we need to do. It's not party lines. Okay, we just have to expect and promote the well-being for all, right? Katie, you got chills. Totally, I get you. Promote the light and love. Promote, support the people that are your placeholders that you have elected one way or another, but bring more peace and prosperity and love and goodness to the world. And you have a responsibility to do that, quite frankly. When you are nitpicking at different people, whether one party or the other, doesn't matter which one, guys, you're actually bringing in dark. So by you guys complaining, right, remember that you're actually bringing down the vibration of the planet. And if you would start to find the positivity in small pieces, even small things, it's like, I know it's really hard for some of you guys, but find the small positive things, the things that make you feel really good, okay? You will shift the way this world is going. And we need that shift, guys. Trust me. All right. Anything life-changing for you, Vero? Let's see here. Changing job. Well, not job specifically, but in terms of titling, yes, there is a change there, a change of responsibility that comes in. Just saw one that I wanted to go to, but where did it go? Bear with me, guys. I can only see so many at a time. Mital, yes, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Is everything going to get better for you, for the family? Yeah, actually it will. There's a big shift for you guys coming. February is when I feel that you'll feel the most benefit. You know, things are going to start to move in the right direction, the direction that you want to feel good in again. Okay. Gina, when will you find your life purpose? You need to start doing some soul searching, Gina. You need to start looking within. Be patient with yourself. You don't have to do something huge to have a soul's life purpose. Simply affecting one another in a positive way is a huge purpose, right? But you just need to go inward. You know, I was having a conversation the other day with a client, and, you know, it was interesting that this client was so successful and is so successful. and has no issue monetarily whatsoever, that many of you out there wish that they were in that predicament, but they have a hard time accepting love into their life. So if you need to work on accepting love into your life, you need to start doing things that are great for you, like meditating. So if you guys want to meditate, you can get my free meditation. Simply type below the words free meditation, okay? If you guys do that free meditation, you will now be getting a text coming through with access to my free meditation that connects you to your deceased loved ones. So all you have to do is type in the words free meditation. Let me spell this out here so that it can come to you guys, okay? Let me just put that up here so you guys can see it. Type in the words free meditation, and you will get access to my free meditation that I composed with Spirit that lifts you up and brings light energy to you. Now, for those of you that get my messages, okay, and we're going to go back to psychic readings in a minute, but for those of you that get my messages and you ever feel like you don't want to hear it, simply type in the word stop and you'll get an unsubscribe, and you can unsubscribe. Then you want to start again, type in the word start. It's really simple. I don't get offended. Now, I have a big announcement. I have been so excited. I've wanted to share this with you guys, okay? So excited because I have a fabulous announcement that I've been literally wanted to tell you guys for the longest time, okay? So let me just hide this one right now. For those of you who know me, you know I love to do things to help people. And this year, I decided to put together a Messages from Heaven gallery reading, right? So this is a place where we do large group reading, right? And you get to attend. And I'm collaborating and I'm having Toys for Tots be our person that we are donating to. So what that means is December 11th at 7:30 in the evening in Long Island, okay? If you want to buy tickets, everything will be donated, minus the event expenses, to the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation, okay? I have limited seats, okay, very limited seats. So as a result, you guys know what it normally comes in to charge. But if you go and purchase the tickets now, okay, it's only $20 to attend. I have a limited amount of seats, and you have to bring a new unwrapped toy with you for a child in need, for a boy or girl or a teen boy or girl in need. And don't bring any crap, okay? I'm just letting you know, God watches. Bring something nice for these kids, okay? Because these are kids that are in genuine need, and shouldn't they be able to have a truly beautiful, blessed holiday as well, because they may not have access to the things that they really want. So if you guys want to know more about this, simply type on the screen, okay, and it'll come right to you, Toys for Tots. That's it, guys. Type in Toys for Tots, and you will get a direct link today to the Toys for Tots fundraiser that we're doing, where it's $20 to come in, get to sit in part of the gallery reading. Not everybody is necessarily guaranteed a reading, but it's a hell of an experience. And you bring a new unwrapped toy for a boy and girl in need. And, you know, if you're feeling extra generous, bring more than one, bring 2 or 3, because any good deed, you know, they're always seen by God, by source energy. So don't be afraid to donate, donate, donate. It's going to be a beautiful event. And there's going to be some Marines there too. So if you guys want to take some pictures with some of our servicemen who are giving of their time away from their family to help children in need and serve our country, this is a fantastic opportunity to be in the gift mode of giving from Spirit, because I know I'm in that mode. So all proceeds minus the event expenses get donated to the Marines Toys for Tots Foundation, and you got to bring toys, toys, toys. So type in toys or Toys for Tots below, and that will be able to get you information. I have a limited amount of seats. Ellen, you are so hysterical. I can't. This is why I love Ellen so much. Wasn't your husband in service also? Was he Army or Marines? Gotta love it. So make sure you type in Toys for Tots, okay? And you will get information. It'll come to you shortly on the fundraiser that I'm doing. And let me give you the link to it right now in case you just want it. Let me just type this in for you. Hold on one second. Let's see. If you guys could see my spelling right now, it's atrocious. Okay, I think I got it right. Let's see. All right. Is it coming up? I don't know if it came up. Can you guys see it? It's not letting me do it. Okay, so it is, I'm going to read it out loud to you guys, okay? It is www.shirapsychicmediumtoysfortots.eventbrite.com. So that's Shira Psychic Medium toysfortots.eventbrite.com. Okay, I know you guys aren't seeing it. I know that's going on. I'm having a glitch right now. Okay, but I will send it to you guys and let you know, and it'll come through in a message to you, and I will be posting it to the website shortly so that you guys can get it. I have a limited amount of seats. It is so discounted to get you guys in there and donate to these kids because it's all for charity, and it's time to bless children in need, right? So if you got it, I hope you can come. I always just want to thank you guys so much. And also, if you get an opportunity, please, please, please vote for me on the Best of Long Island. That's on the Best of Long Island. That would be incredible if you guys were able to vote for me on there. I will send out the information in the next broadcast so you guys can do it. So that way, hopefully I can be voted in for Best Psychic Long Island. So I hope you all have a great evening. I know we've been on here a little over an hour, but I wish you guys the best. I'll be back on here soon doing more psychic readings and helping you all out. So you guys have a great evening, and make sure that you donate and do something for the greater good for all. Have a great evening, guys. God bless.